Today, we'll be looking at how to find the square of any three-digit number in 10 seconds. We will be looking at how to find the square of any three-digit number within 10 seconds. So we have two numbers we'll be looking at, 211 squared and then 105 squared. So in this particular video, we will be using an alternative method in finding the squares of the two examples of the three-digit number. In our previous example, what we did was to find the squares of two-digit numbers. But in this particular video, we'll be looking at three-digit numbers. So the number we're looking at for the first example is 211 squared. 211 squared. So what we will first do is to divide the number into two parts. The first number, which is 2, and then the remaining two numbers, 11. So we have a 2 and then we have an 11. So we'll first square the 2, that is 2 times 2, and that gives us the first term, which is 4. Then we will also square the second term, which is 11 squared, and then 11 times 11 is 121. Then we'll get a middle term, which we will obtain by multiplying 2 by 11 and also by 2. So for the middle term, we have 2 times 11, which is 22, and then 22 times 2, which is 44. So we have three terms. So let me just come again. The first term is obtained by squaring the 2. So 2 squared is 4. The third term is obtained by squaring the 11. 11 squared, which is 121. And then the middle term, which is the second term, is obtained by multiplying the 2 times 11 and then multiplying by the 2, which gives us 44. So our first term is 4, second term is 44, and our third term is 121. Just a quick recap for this particular method. In this particular method for three digits, the second and the third term, that is the middle term and the last term, are only allowed to accommodate 2 digits. They are only allowed to accommodate 2 digits in this particular case. So 121 means we will retain 21 and then we will carry over 1. So when we carry over 1 to the middle term, we now have 44 and a 1, that is 44 plus 1, and that gives us 45. So our middle term now becomes 45. Now we look at the first term, we can just bring that down. So we have one term, which is 4. We have two terms, 45, and then we have two terms, or rather 2 digits, which is 21. So the first term has 1 digit, 4. The second term has 2 digits, which is 45. And then the last term has 2 digits, 21. So that's simply our answer. We bring together the terms from each, we bring the figures from each of the terms, and that gives us the square. So the square of 211 is equals to 44,521. So we'll be looking at this next example, which is 105 squared, 105 squared. As we did in the earlier example, we will divide 105 squared into two parts. We have the first digit, which is 1, and then the second part will comprise of the next two digits, which is 05. So we have 1, and then we have 05. And that 05 is actually equal to 5. Now, in order for us to get the first term, we will square the 1. 1 squared is equals to 1. So that gives us the first term. Now, in order for us to get the third term, we will square the 5. So 5 raised to the power 2, which is 5 times 5, is equals to 25. Now, how do we get the middle term? We will multiply 1 by the 5, and then we'll also multiply it by 2. So 1 times 5 times 2 is equals to 10. So we have the third term, which is 25. We have the second term, which is the middle term, which is 10. And then we have the first term, which is 1. We need to take note that when we are squaring 3-digit numbers, both the middle term and the third term, that is the second and third term, are able to accommodate 2 digits each. They are able to accommodate 2-digit numbers each. Unlike when we are doing the square of 2-digit numbers, the middle term and the third term only accommodate a single digit. So since we have 3 digits, which we are raising to the power 2, the middle term, which is 10, has 2 digits, so it is okay, we are good to go. The third term, which is 25, also has 2 digits, so we are good to go. The first term here, which is 1, is able to accommodate as many digits as possible. So we have the first term 1, second term 10, and the third term 25. And that gives us the answer to 105 squared. 105 squared, that is 105 squared, is equals to 11025, which is equals to 11,025. And that gives us the answer. Thank you.